Hello guys, so by now we have covered the most important things related to creating an agent, testing an agent, publishing an agent, completing your KYC, purchasing a phone number, deploying the agent over the call. All of this has been covered. Now, while you deploy this agent over a telephony to hundreds, thousands, lakhs of users, you'll not be able to go and listen to each and every call. Either you need a summary of the call, and even better, you need some data points for each and every call. Like if you are an edtech which is using voice AI agents for a pre-sales use case, you would obviously want to know a few things, which might be the name of the student, the grade or standard he's in, the board of the school which he's studying in, the time for the demo class or the counseling session, whatever. So you cannot go through each and every call recording, or you cannot go through each and every summary of call to derive those insights. These need to be proper data points. And for that, we have something called as the post call analysis. Without any further ado, let's go to our agent. And if you remember, we had kept this for later, this post call analysis section. First, to start with, I'll tell you how the post call analysis works. So, after a call ends, we have the recording of the call. The recording of the call is diarized, which means an accurate transcription is created, and an LLM call works across this transcription for your data points to be extracted. Whatever data points you configure here, so these have to be configured in a certain way, which will cover one. And once you configure these data points, an LLM call for each of these PCAs would run on this accurate transcript and give you the insight without you manually having to listen to the call or going through the summary or the transcript of the call. So when you click on post call analysis, you can see the description here and you see an add button. So there are 5 types of PCAs that you can add. One is text, one is a selector, which means where you have multiple options. Then you have a boolean, which is a true or a false, a number where the result is purely a number, and then date and time. We'll start with text as an example. When you click on the text type of PCA, a pop-up appears where you need to label the PCA. This can be school name, this can be name of the student, this can be board of the student, anything, right? And you give it a description. As I already mentioned that this is an LLM running on the accurate transcript of the call. The description needs to be a proper prompt like this. Capture the full name of the student's current school exactly as mentioned during the conversation. Return the complete official school name whenever possible, preserving the wording used by the speaker. If the school name is corrected later in the call, return the corrected version. Return NA if the student or the parent does not mention the school name, if the school name cannot be determined with the reasonable confidence, or if the conversation ends before this information is provided. Do not infer or guess the school name from the student's location, city, board, uniform, or any other contextual clues. Use only information explicitly stated during the conversation. And you can add a number of examples like DPS, Delhi Public, n number of examples you can add so that the LLM knows how it has to provide an output. Once you have put in the required number of examples, we'll click on create. As you can see, a PCA field has been created with school name and this is its description. That's pretty much for this video. We'll cover 1 or 2 types of PCAs in each video from the next video onwards. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.